After how bad Amityville Thanksgiving was, thank God we're back to the Christmas horror movies already. Though when you go to Tubi, you gotta make sure to click on the correct Jack Frost movie. It doesn't matter which one you pick, it will be better than Amityville Thanksgiving, a movie that wasn't about either Amityville or Thanksgiving. So at least here, this movie wins in that it's called Jack Frost and has Jack Frost in it. And an opening like I'm going into Lord of the Rings.
Long, long ago, when myth was fact and magic was real, Santa was king of the Arctic colonies.
I wasn't expecting this ambitious of an opening, as well as these sentences I never thought I'd hear.
Santa discovered his wife, disemboweled, slit from throat to pelvis.
Don't get your hopes up with this sequence, though. Not too long after, you are settled in for a movie that makes digging look fake. Somehow even faker than the snow. Or Jack Frost and his stupid toilet paper fingers looking like he's a street gang member in Gotham City who's on his way to work for Mr. Freeze. This is pretty much the same exact movie as this year's The Killing Tree, the movie about the possessed Christmas tree. It's not from the same director, but it is from the same writer, and it has some of the same actors, scenes of people being dragged with lights. They're both called something else on IMDb, and both feature scenes that go on way, way, way too long. Even the opening scene does, really, where the narrator might as well say, "Oh, just one more thing." A scene might be as simple as one person wants to celebrate Christmas and the other doesn't, but it will last forever, as lines are stretched out, repeated, or there will be scenes where the backstory is explained multiple times. At the end of the day, though, it's really just your typical generic VOD horror movie, where it doesn't really matter who the killer is or what his backstory is. It will be about people just running around a house, and odds are it'll be a house in the country. And it will have an out-of-place metal soundtrack. Even the killer is generic, as his mouth barely moves, so he's dubbed over with mostly just smart-ass one-liners.
Ready for a kiss under the mistletoe? No? Maybe next time.
I'm assuming they're smart-ass, as most of the time I can't understand what he's saying, and it's not even just him, as there's a lot of scenes where the sound is pretty bad.
Patty, hiya.
Oh, your Christmas card.
You didn't have to. You should have just...
Oh, goodness. Oh, not very neighbourly of me not to deliver it to you personally.
Here, let's move away from the echoey porch. I can't even say, well, at least it's got good death scenes, because it doesn't. Not even close. Most are off-screen to death, like you're watching an edited-for-TV version, or they disappear into special effects. Maybe they just spent most of the death scene budget on this one, I'm not sure. One of them even rips off the sleeping bag death from Friday the 13th Part 7.
Looks like I'm having my Christmas presents early this year.
Ooh, he destroyed that bag of laundry. It's very hard to be scared by a killer who can simply be defeated by setting him on fire on account of he's so icy. Don't worry, there's sequel baiting with a close-up shot of a laughing puddle. Though I do kinda like when they find out they're the descendants of Santa Claus, and they react to it like they were told they're just simply related to a random mall Santa. I'll give the movie a D. It has bonus points for being the first movie I watched after the F-grade Amityville Thanksgiving, so I gotta give the movie props on having a beginning, middle, and end. But coming out in theaters this weekend, though, is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which I won't be able to review until next week, since we're heading out today to Grand Rapids Comic-Con. But thank God I saw these two movies. Come see us here all weekend, where we'll have plenty of merch plus panels, and it's all going on November 11th through the 13th. Find out more info at grcomiccon.com, and we hope to see you there.